Hey friends, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Welcome to my live, and if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Couture. Once you hop on tonight's live, feel free to say hi in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. I'm live in 2 locations this evening, so if you hear me refer to a comment that is not on your feed, that person is probably viewing and commenting from a different platform. And at any time during this project, you like what you see and you think others should see it, or you just want to help out my little channel, please feel free to share the craft love all over Facebook, wherever you have permission to. If you are on Facebook, hit that follow button, hit that heart button. If you happen to be watching on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my channel or hit that thumbs up button. Not only does that help you see my content, but that hopefully helps you see other creative content like this. So it not only helps me out, which I greatly appreciate, but it also helps you out. Sorry, I just had to clean my glasses. You were a little splotchy out there. That's better. Okay, so let's go to our comments. Jason is watching from the other side of the door. Guess what day it is? It's hump day. Woot woot. Tomorrow night is date night. Woot woot. And then the next day is Friday. Whoever decided that work days should be 8 hours and work weeks should be 5 days a week, got it way backwards. So I think the weekend should be 5 days long and the work week should be 2 days long. And yeah, because after about Wednesday, I am not productive anymore. No, I still am, but I would be much more productive if I were at home. Okay, let's go ahead and So no one else is jumping on yet. We'll go ahead and flip the camera and get this project started. Okay, so I pulled out, actually, let me go ahead and show you if I can find my photo. I need to give some props to the original person where I got this idea. So let me go ahead and download this full photo, and then I will upload it into StreamYard. Not there. Not there. So I got an idea from Spoiled by Bree. She is also an independent designer with Couture. She is super successful. I want to be her. She posted this cute round. I'm sure she cut it out on her laser, but the first arc of the rainbow is the denim pattern. The second rainbow is a polka dot of some sort. That third arc of the rainbow is like there's a floral dot, and then I believe she used like buffalo plaid or something else for the star. And I was like, wait a minute, Couture used to have a rainbow. They had it as a kit. So I actually sanded mine off. It was done in metallic colors. So it came with the transfer and the rainbow shapes. So I decided to kind of recreate it, but put my own spin on it based on what I had in my craft stash. So we're going to be using the cutouts. And this, if you happen to have it in your stash, it's called the Creative Kickstart Feels Like Sunshine. It's from 2022. If you, and then I'm going to pair it with a Mylar stencil from Essential Stencil that just says Land That I Love at the bottom. I think this was from a Stencil of the Month Club set, so I couldn't link it, but there's so many that you could, you could probably go on Amazon and find some really cute Patriotic stencils. If not, I could probably make you one with my Icon Art silk screen system. So that's what we're using tonight. If you don't have this in your stash, but you would like to get it in your stash, I actually have one bundle available for $20. And I do have the cart link to my Square listing in the description of the video, or you can type rainbow in the comments and I will send you that message. But it comes with the cutouts and it comes with the transfer. So it's $20. If you are not local to me, I will have to turn around and charge you some extra shipping. But if you are local to me and you want to purchase it, I will gladly deliver it. So just either follow the link in the description of the video where it says rainbow cutout bundle, or type rainbow in the comments and I'll send the link. Hello, Miss Bonita. Welcome, welcome. She says she's late, but you're taking some continuing ed classes. Well, hopefully you're not multitasking, because if I tried to do that, I would fail miserably. But good for you for taking some continuing ed classes. Okay, so I'm going to put my rainbow pieces away for now. I'm going to put my transfer away for now. So these are some of the 10 by 10 squares that I got from Menards. I've already, look at me being somewhat prepared. I already pre-stained it with some antique wax from Waverly. I did a whole bunch of stuff the other night after I got off my live. I stained my letters that I need to put on a Patriotic sunflower that I've already painted. I'm going to make some more car charms, so I got those all stained. So let's go ahead and distress paint it white. And I just, you're not multitasking. That's good. She just finished the first class. Want to keep your job so you'll have to renew your license? Well, good for you. It's always good to keep a job. So I'm using the Cheapo Depot Crafters Collection paint from Hoblob. I really like the black. It has really good coverage. I was actually really surprised when we stenciled with this the other night that the white did okay. It's not that great if you're like base coating something, but since we're mainly just distress painting stuff, it definitely is not my fave chalk paint, but it will do in a pinch. Yeah, this isn't covering very whippy. I spoke too soon. It's a little splotchy dog. But we'll make it work. We'll give it a good sanding. So how's everyone's week been? Oh yeah, I'm gonna try some things. I'm not going away, I'm just trying some stuff. So if you lose me, it'll just be for just a moment, but we're gonna try some stuff. Okay, I need to remove that. Okay, I didn't go away. Well, good. Okay, so I have some of the promos scrolling on the left side of the screen. So if you have any questions about any of that stuff, let me know. So I have the June Club Couture pick kit posted. It is called Nature's Candy, and it's cherry themed. It comes with the exclusive 8.5 by 11 transfer that has a bunch of cherry images on it. It comes with a 5 by 5 chunky wood cutout. And then it also comes with 2 paste singles. I believe it's pesto and cherry. And then our color of the month right there is called Wayfinder. And it is, you can unlock the ability to purchase Wayfinder with a $75 order. It's not a shimmer, it's a metallic. So think disco or think nominee. So it's more of a metallic sheen versus a shimmer. We currently have the free butterfly chunky bundle set with a $65 order. You get that for free while supplies last. I don't know if that's the right one. That is not the right video, I don't think, but that's okay, it'll work. Oh, we also have a Perks membership program, a promotion going on right now. You can join Perks through June 8th for $1. It's a heck of a deal. You still get your $20 monthly product credit back. So you're already $19 ahead. And then you get to shop at 30% off. Retail pricing every day. You get to be part of the Couture Design Studio community where you get lots of great ideas. You can post your ideas. It's a great creative community. And then you also get exclusive deals and promotions. There's also an exclusive sale tab just for Perks and designers. Okay, let's try that and see what it looks like. And we have 3 current lookbooks. So we have Sunny Days, Most Requested, and Simple Life. I have those linked below in the description of the video. Okay, let's go ahead and get this dry. Oops. Go back to my comments. So if you know someone who is creative or wants to be creative, but they also want to save some pennies, that Perks membership promotion is the way to go right now. And you don't have to join that like every month. Like, I mean, you can kind of come and go as you please. Not that I want you to go. I'd prefer you to stay just because it's a great promotion. But like, if you do it for 2 months and decide it's not for you, or, you know, money's a little tighter over the summer with traveling ball or something, then you can pick it back up in the fall, or you can just join in the fall when you're in a gift giving mode and you're wanting to make handmade gifts. You know, it's not you're not in like a 3-year contract like you are with your cell phone. It's not like the club program where you have to sign up for at least 3 months. Kind of a sign up, you know, be a Perks member when you can. There's also, if any of you on here have ever been a Couture designer, you can also return as a designer for $1. And they have changed some things since over the last couple of years. We used to have a monthly quota that we had to maintain to be active. You don't have to maintain that anymore unless you have a team under you. And then you have a monthly quota that you have to maintain. Otherwise, you can go 6 months without buying anything and still be considered active. You also get a $20 product credit if you are a designer plus a Club Couture subscriber. So you automatically get $20 back in design dollars that you can use toward product. Plus you also get $10 in design dollars every time you submit at least $100 in personal volume. Well, not necessarily you, but if there's $100 submitted on your Chalk site by either you or customers, you get $10 in design dollars for every $100 that is submitted. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick sand. I'm going to kind of expose a little bit of that, my finish underneath, and kind of smooth out my paint. And give myself an arm workout at the same time. It's pretty sad when you get winded from sanding. I'm so out of shape. Okay, that's done. Okay, so let's wax it next. So you can use, don't throw my glue over, surface wax from Couture, which I have linked in the cart link in the description, in the video description. Works great. I just have a personal preference of using this paste finishing wax. I started it in 2018 and I still have a whole lot to go. So, and it's just my preferred wax. If you're sensitive to smells, you might not want to use it, but I kind of like the smell of it. And I don't think it's strong, but some people do. So this is going to act as a protective barrier between my painted surface and my transfer. So it's not going, hopefully it's going to keep my transfer from pulling up my paint, and it's going to keep the transfer from sticking so much that it either pulls or stretches when I pull it up. Sometimes they don't lay down right if they get pulled or stretched. The next time you go to use it, it might kind of bubble in a few places. So this will just keep both my surface and my transfer protected. Okay, I have used this one before. It's not very sticky. So because these, if you're new to Couture, these are reusable silkscreen transfers. They're reusable at least a dozen times, depending on how well you take care of them. Because they are reusable and I need to return them to this carrier sheet, I always write the name of the transfer on the back, just so that I know when I'm done cleaning the transfer, it's dry and ready to be put away. I know that it goes on this side, not this side. And my hands feel gross from sanding and waxing. So I don't, because I've used this before, I'm not going to fuzz it because it's not super sticky. I'm just going to pop it. I'm also going to get my little Mylar stencil out, just so I know how to place it. I think I need to pull it up just a skosh. I think that'll work. Okay. Actually, duh, goof. I don't, I shouldn't have waxed it. Now my glue's probably not going to stick. I'm not pasting directly on there, you goof. I'm going to paste on my shapes, which I'm not even gonna. So this one was like a copper metallic or a gold metallic. And I did sand it off, but I think I'm just going to leave it kind of grungy like that. So I'm just going to, I hope my glue sticks, or I hope these shapes stick now. I guess I could always sand the wax off. Okay, I'm having a hard time seeing through. Yeah, this is hardly even sticking. Okay, so I'm going to do the first one red. That's probably my new one. I need to get the other one. We're going to do the traditional colors tonight. I kind of wanted to stick with my theme of the crimson, shimmer frost, and shimmer lapis, but I thought I'd mix it up that way. If there were people that didn't really like that color combo, there would be options, since I do sell most of my pieces. Oh, sorry. Hope you're wearing earbuds. If you were, probably jumped 5 feet. I'm just adding a little bit of water. It's a little parched. You kind of want your paste to be a sour cream or yogurt. Oh, that's the wrong water, you goof. Sour cream or yogurt consistency. If they get a little stiff on you, or a little thick, double C thick, you can squirt in some distilled water. And that should, it's probably still a little thick, but we're going to go with it. I'm just going to load up my squeegee with some paste. Okay, just getting this rainbow arc all pasted up. Ta-da! So there's my red one. Let's see if I can do this without making a gargantuan mess. Right down there. Okay. I'm going to spray that a little bit before I give her another little drink. Okay. So that was cherry. It is currently out of stock, I believe, in the jar, but I think you can get the paste single, but we also have a candy apple red. It just is a little bit more orange. This one is home, but you could also use cadet, which they're fairly similar in color. But I, again, have most of this linked. Oh, that one's got to be white, you goof. Which I think I might do gray. Because white's not going to, unless well, let's see. I could also do grayish. I forgot that white wouldn't show up on white very well. Okay. I'm going to get a smaller squeegee. This is just a small mini squeegee that I cut in half. You could also use a multi-tool if you have one. That's going to be sweet. We could try white. Actually, I think that'll work because there's a lot of silk screen there, so it's going to be mostly covered. So in this instance, when there's not a lot of teal to stick to the cutout or surface, I kind of use just kind of a dab of paste to kind of help hold things down. Oops. Oops. It's got a big bubble in it. I think that turned out good. Okay. There's my white. Easy peasy. Okay, so that is done. I'm going to go put this in my little tub of water, and I'm going to, well, my tub for my water, and then I'm going to spray it down so that it stays, the paste stays wet until I can clean it. Oops, slammed that down a little too hard. Get my glue out for later. Okay, so let's dry these. Jason said it's going to be awesome. I remembered I had these in my stash. I think I put them on the magnetic 8-in board, and then I was done with them. So I thought, I will reuse them. I've done that a lot lately. I had a Valentine's Day porch cleaner that didn't sell, so over the weekend I sanded off the Valentine's Day portion, and I will redesign it with something else. Okay, I think I probably need to plug it in my glue gun. Do y'all remember a few weeks ago when I crashed my glue gun? I had a really cute, I'm sure it wasn't crystal, but it was a glass plate. And it was one of those divided plates that you used to see at church. Hello, Miss Ashley. Well, it crashed to the ground during one of my lives. So I had more of these wee yogurt containers, and I had this little silver platter, and I just kind of alien taped my that yogurt glass jar to my plate. So now I have a new glue gun plate. How are you, Miss Ashley? So we are recreating this, one of a higher up upline. Well, she's not my upline. A higher up designer, Bree Rodriguez from Spoiled by Bree, did this cute little patriotic design. So I thought, what do I have in my stash that I could use? So I found the old Feels Like Sunshine rainbow. It was a creative kickstart. I do happen to have one in my stash as a bundle. So it comes with the cutouts and the coordinating transfer right in there. So I have that linked below. So I had done this originally in metallic colors, and it was on the magnetic Aiden board. So I sanded it down the other day, and now we're doing it Patriotic, and I'm going to add this to the bottom, probably like right there, which I think I'm going to do probably like right there. I need some tape. So just trying to use what I have in my stash. Ashley says she's doing good. We're doing good. Kind of easing into our, we're embracing our empty nesting years. We're doing well. And if you pray, just pray that Dane finds a job soon. He had an interview today. That'll work. So I'm going to push these off for right now. Just put them over here. And this is a 10 by 10 square that I got from Menards. They have these and 10-inch circles for like less than $2 a piece. I don't know if they have them currently, but every now and then they do. So I usually try to get about 10 of each, and I just need to get them used up. Okay, so I have the Black Crafters collection from good old Hoblob. And we're going to stencil this in black. Their black, this black actually has pretty decent coverage for being 50 cents. So with stenciling with Mylar stencils, light, almost dry paint layers are your friend. And you can either stipple by going up and down like this, or you can swirl, which I kind of do a mixture of both. So like around some of the edges or corners, I might stipple just because it get your bristles down into those little tighter areas. And then you just kind of want to do this until your paint starts to run out. But again, light coats are going to be your friend. Most people use too much paint, and that's why they get bleeds. And some people fill in their bridges, like the little areas that stencils have. I like the look of like these little sections where the stencil has to bridge itself to connect the words together and the letters. I like that look. I don't mind it. It's kind of, some people don't, but I don't mind that look, so I don't fill those in. To each his own. I would totally screw it up if I tried to fill those in. I love Mylar stencils because they last forever unless you rip one. But there's something to be said about Couture and its ease of use. That's why I super duper love it so much. But I do love me a Mylar stencil as well. But just a little bit more tedious. Since I don't need a whole lot of paint, just going to see what's in the lid. Ooh, that's probably too much. That was way too much. You can always go back over areas that you've already done. Just make sure your paint is dry. Otherwise, you might lift some of your paint up. Oh. Ta-da! And then these clean up the same way that the silkscreen transfers do. I do sometimes spray these with Dawn Power Wash, and they'll come out pretty darn clean. And then I just wipe them down with a board eraser, same as I do my silkscreen transfers. Easy peasy. Ashley says she's wanting to sew a bandana tote. I've been seeing those all over TikTok and Instagram. A girl and a glue gun, Kim West, she has a fantastic tutorial on her blog, and she also has one on Instagram. I'm sure she's on TikTok too as well. TikTok too. But I've seen her tutorial on Instagram. I gotta finish what I've got going on here before I start a whole nother hobby. I do have my mom's sewing machine, but gotta finish what I got going on first before I do anything else. By the time I get to that, it won't be in style anymore. That's hot. Hot, hot. So that's what that looks like. Land that I love. I'm not even, I'm not going to have room for embellishments, but I'm not sad about that. It's just going to be kind of simple pimple. I am going to, I'm going to use my mat, let's see, to kind of help me make a placement line. I do this with my healing mat a lot too. Oops. Except that I'm going to, just so that I don't have to tape over my letters. So I'm going to use the lines on my mat to line up both ends of the tape. And then I'm going to pop a small piece of tape right at the 5-inch mark, because this is a 10 by 10. So now I know kind of where my okay, so I'm also going to use the tape to my advantage. I'm going to put little marks on the tape where my things go. I have not been doing my walking challenge. I cannot even, I get so caught up at work Not always with work things that I just forget. I forget to move. Like, well, that's a decent day. I've had 2,000 steps today. Some days I barely get 1,000. No, I need to just set a timer, go walk downstairs at work for 10 minutes. I swear I'm going to do it. Okay. So that'll help me get that lined up. I think. Have you been doing the walking challenge? It's called the Out of Shape to Strong challenge. I think she has, I don't know if it's a page or a group or both, but there's 2 phases of the challenge. One phase is just strictly walking. That's the first phase, just to get us out of shape people ready to move. And then the next phase, you add in like strength training, like easy strength training. Ashley says, nope. So I've got my Harbor Freight glue. I'm just going to use my glue gun, but I think I'll just use a piece of wood, and I need to I'm going to use a little tiny squeegee. I'm going to press that down. Well, I just don't want to have glue on my fingers and then touch my paste and reactivate my paste, but I also want to get this glue off. I splooged a little bit. I was going to use hot glue to help hold it down, but I kind of ran out of room. So I think this will work. Jason says he's been doing the walking to the snack cabinet challenge. Currently top in your division. Well, at least you've got a goal. Okay. I'm just going to press that down, hopefully for a little bit. I got to do something. I'm miserable. And yeah. When we were couch displaced for the couple of weeks while Dane took our couch from the basement, which it was already difficult enough getting out of that. But then I splooged out more. But it's on the tape, luckily. I was in my grandmother's one of those old swivel rocker chairs, and oh my goodness, it's so low to the ground. I was struggling to get out of it. But we got a new reclining couch, and I just hop right out of that because it's so tall. Okay, I think that's good and stuck. So yeah, I was hurting just trying to get out of that dang chair. So I'm going to try to use a little less glue, but still glue the edges. I'm an overgluer. Hello, I'm Robin. My name is Robin, and I'm an overgluer. I want those edges stuck down, by golly. Hopefully I don't glue my tape down. We did the flag with the little bow attachment, and I didn't get all of the edges down very well. So I did stick some of this blue into this little needle nose bottle, and that worked really well. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby. I get almost everything at Hobby Lobby. You can use the little pointy end of your detail tool to get any little glue splooges. You could use the multi-tool corner. That's all this basically is a teeny tiny multi-tool. Okay, so now this one. So be watching my page. I need to get a class scheduled for June because I have 4, 5, or 6 sets of those wooden stars that I would like to have a class with, so you guys could make your own star cutouts. I just got to get it done because they need to be in somebody else's home. So be watching for that if you want to have a class. I have so many ideas for upcoming classes. I just got to get them done. I got to quit thinking and I need to start doing. I need to stop watching other people work their business and work mine and share everything with other people and create. I just want to build a crafty community of friends that get together. Okay. Mainly worried about the ends. I think that's pretty good. I will probably lay a heavy book on this when I am finished. Okay, I think, oh, it's not an hour yet. Maybe I can be, it could be a record, friends. I think that turned out cute. What do y'all think? It's simple, yet kind of wonder if I should have done another, like a navy background or a gray background, but I kind of like the white too. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I'm not even going to put any bows or anything. It's just going to be that. It's kind of washed out. Bonita says her son-in-law wants her to make a few things and then come sell them in Burlington in the fall at their craft vendor show. I have so many ideas of things to make, don't know where to start. I know. Well, just, yeah. I just make a list, and for me, when I make a list, like, I have to break for my brain, and because I like small successes, like for this project, for instance, like I would break this, even this tiny little project, into steps. So the first thing would be like my first bullet point would be stain. So I know my first step needs to be using the Waverly faux stain. And then my next step would be distress paint. And then my third step would be like resanding the cutouts or chalking the cutouts. And then my next step would be stenciling the design. So I have to break down almost every project into like sub steps. And if I don't get that way, I still have small successes until I get the actual project done. And if you're going to be making stuff for a vendor event and you're going to do multiples of certain things, do those in batches. Like if you're going to make 4 of these, stain all 4 at one time, then distress paint all 4 at one time. And while that's drying, chalk the pieces that you're going to add to it. But if you're doing multiples, batch crafting is your friend. But for me, because I need those small successes to keep going, I have to like break a project down into multiple little steps. So hopefully that helps. Jason says, gorgeous, perfect. Benita says she likes it. She likes it. She likes it. Well, thank you. I just need to, I'll stain the back later tonight. I always wait till the backs. I do the backs last sometimes. And then when I'm all done with it, I will spray seal it with a couple of coats of clear spray seal. Benita says that's a super idea. You're not doing multiples, just small, simple items. Yeah, I have to break them into steps. I'll snip a pic of what my planner looks like. But yeah, like under this, it would be land that I love square, and then the first little bullet point is stain. And then when I get that done, I can check it off. And then, so I might have multiple projects going, but I have steps for each project. That way, if I'm working one night, but I don't get 5 projects done, I can still see that I've progressed 4 of those. So it's progress for me, not getting stuff done. I constantly, yeah, because I would self-sabotage if I went through a weekend and said, gosh, I didn't get anything done. Well, I did get stuff progress, but I didn't get it done. So that's been my new mantra to myself, making progress, not getting stuff done. So hope that helps, because it really changing my mindset and then breaking things down into smaller little pieces that shows progress and steps has helped a lot. I still don't get as much done as I should, but I'll chalk that one up to menopause and being old and out of shape. Benita says she has a feeling of being overwhelmed. It makes it hard for you to even get started. Yep. If I get overwhelmed, all I do is sit on the couch and consume other people creating. I hear you, girl. I do the same thing. Sometimes I just have to make myself do it, or like, or do 10 minutes in the morning. Of course, that leads to other problems like getting to work late, but you know, we're spending 10 minutes just staining stuff before you go to bed. Or I've often thought about pulling some things up while I'm cooking dinner. But yeah, I hear you on the whole. When you get overwhelmed, you just get stuck, and all you do is everything that you're not supposed to do. That's me. Me all day, every day. Okay, with that, I'm going to hop off. I still have some more fun patriotic projects. And now that I don't have to cook every night, Friday lives might be more of a thing. So be checking for that. But yeah, make sure you check out all of the links in the description of the video. We have the new launch it's the most requested. So what these are customer and designer requests that they've taken, and they compiled all of those together, and this is like their top requested items. So it's very grandma era cottage core kind of stuff. So check out the new most requested collection. We had DC and Supergirl launch last week. Check out the new Club Couture that's pictured right there. Tell all your friends about the Perks program and that they can save 30% on products, and it just costs $1 through June 8th. By Miss Ashley, she says she can't wait to buy more see more projects. If you do not have this rainbow transfer or the cutouts, I do happen to have one left, and I have the link in the description of the video. It's a Square cart link, so you just go to Square and check out. You got your Batman today. I haven't ordered any of it yet. I was going to order the Wonder Woman. I thought it would make a really cute shirt. I've ordered so many things that I have not used, and yeah, and the whole angel policy that got swapped. I'm just trying to focus more on things that I can sell. But I think the Wonder Woman would make a cute shirt. So I'm going to have to order that eventually. Okay, enough rambling. I'm going to hop off. That way I don't waste any more of your time. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening. I hope you enjoyed the project. If you make something similar, or if you make other patriotic projects, post them in our Crafty Lounge group. If you're not a member of that, there is a link in the description, or you can put VIP in the comments and I will send you a link to that. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.